Yeah. So I was just sharing this particular picture. So what I was trying to explain is like today we will see the three steps in process-oriented storage control. The first step would be unloading, second step would be deconsolidation, and third step would be put away, right? But before we do that, I was just trying to explain the concept of deconsolidation, right? So what is deconsolidation basically? As the name suggests, right? Like when we receive a multiple products from a supplier in a single handling unit, right? And we don't want to store those products in the one storage type. Right. So, for example, in this case, you see there are two storage types: 0020 and the 0050. And in the handling unit, we are receiving two products. One product is supposed to go in 0020 and one product is supposed to go in 0050. So if this kind of situation happens, right, like if we are receiving a mix of products in a handling unit and those products are supposed to go in different storage types, and in different storage types, the consolidation groups are different. Okay, so here you see that this particular storage type is having the activity area as 0020 and the consolidation group is 10001. And in this particular storage type 0050, you see that activity area is also different and the consolidation group is also different. So if this scenario happens, right, like if the product which is supposed to go in a storage types are having a different activity area and eventually a different consolidation groups, then system will automatically propose a task to move a pallet to a deconsolidation work center first. It will not propose to move a pallet from from the unloading area to the final destination storage type. Okay, so it will propose a task to move a pallet to deconsolidation work center. Now here in this deconsolidation work center itself is a storage type, right? As we discussed in our storage type session. So here this is a standard storage type, that is 8010. 8010 is a storage type which is used for this work center activities. Okay, so in this particular storage type, again, since we are going to perform some activities and we are going to receive some handling units and all that, so we should have some bin created for it, right? So we will create a bin for this particular storage type so that pallets can come here and it can sit here in this work center. Then what user will do, basically, he will perform the deconsolidation activity. So there is a one pallet which is received from the supplier, right? So what user will do, he will do the deconsolidation. So he will create two different pallets. So the pallet one is for the product one, pallet two is for the product two, right? So he did the deconsolidation. He divided both the products into two individual pallets, right? And the moment he does this, then system automatically, activates the task to move the pallets from the deconsolidation area to final put away. So in this case, you see the two tasks will be there. One task will be there to move it to the 0020, and one task will be created to move the stock to 0050. Yeah, so this is how a this is what the deconsolidation means. Okay, so if we are having a mix of product, and if those mix of products are going to a different storage types belonging to different activity area and consolidation group, then system will propose the deconsolidation activity. Yeah, that is one I would say prerequisite to trigger the deconsolidation process. Okay, if there are mix of products and both the products are going to different storage types, activity area, and the consolidation group, right? But there is one more prerequisite, or there is one more criteria to determine whether a deconsolidation is needed or not, which is there is a concept called as max task in the handling unit, and the maximum number of task in the put away handling unit. So let's say we are receiving this particular pallet from the supplier, right? And in this particular pallet, you are receiving, let's say, five this items. So when we create the unloading task, system will create a warehouse order, and since there are five different products in it, so system will create five tasks, right? So there will be one warehouse order with 5 tasks, right? And if you want that, if the number of tasks is great, let's say if number of tasks is greater than 1, okay, or if number of tasks is greater than 2, then system should automatically propose the deconsolidation, because you don't want your final put away area to hold such a big handling units which are having lot of different products in it. Yeah. So you see here, there are some prerequisites. The first prerequisite what we discuss is the activity area of the products within the HU are different, right? So if the products are going into a different activity areas, and if these activity areas are having a different consolidation group, then it will trigger the deconsolidation process, right? Then the activity area of the products within HU are same, but the consolidation groups are different. Yeah, so that's what. Activity area is same, but the consolidation groups are different. Then also it will trigger the deconsolidation process. Okay, and this criteria, the activity area and the consolidation group of the product within a HU are same. So let's say if we have 5 products in a handling unit, right, and all the products should go to one storage type itself, right? Or even if it is going to different storage type, but still the activity area of both the storage type is same, right? And the consolidation group is also same, but still the maximum number of warehouse tasks for HU has been exceeded, right? So what control parameter we can give in the system is, like, if the maximum number of warehouse tasks in a HU is greater than 1 or greater than 2, then what system should do? System should propose the deconsolidation. Okay, so if that kind of situation happens, then also a deconsolidation process can be triggered. Okay, so that is the concept of deconsolidation, a high level concept, of course. I will go into the system and I will explain it to you. Okay, what are the different settings, what we need to do, and how we can include this particular step in our PUSC so that we can test the 3-step process for the process oriented storage control. Yeah. So there is one more snapshot. Again, here the same thing is explained. So here you see that there are 2 materials which are coming in the same handling unit. Okay, but depending on our put away strategies and whatever configuration we have done here for the material one, you see that activity area 0020 is proposed and the consolidation group is 1001, right? And for the material 2, a different activity area and a different consolidation group is proposed. So what will happen in this scenario? If this kind of situation happens, a deconsolidation process will get triggered, and before a pallet moves to the final put away area, it will move to the deconsolidation work center. Yeah, so this is the concept of deconsolidation, right? Okay, no, this is not the PO. Sorry, I need to go back to the inbound delivery. Let's check the PO number quickly. 1879. Okay. I go to VL31N 1879. Okay. So which products we want? 01 and 03. So I just delete these 2 products and I keep 01 and 03. Let me change the quantity. Okay. Save it. Okay. So inbound delivery is created. Now let's go to EWM, that is delivery processing. Okay, in delivery processing, we go to inbound delivery. Okay, so we have 2 line items now. Okay, so let's check our basic things as we always do, right? So for first line item, just make sure that your WPT is correct, your warehouse door determination is correct, your staging bay determination is correct. Okay, all good. For line item number 2, let's check. For line item number 20, make sure that your WPT, door, staging base, all determination logic has worked so far. Good, right? So that is what we have seen before as well, right? So now what we need to do, we need to pack. So how we do the packing, we go to the follow-on functions, we go to the pack. Now only thing over here is we need to pack both the products in one handling unit. Okay, so what I'll do, what was our packaging material. Let me 1 minute. I think it was PSCK. Yeah. So what I will do, I'll create one handling unit using this particular packaging material. Okay. And I will pack both the products into this. So what I'll do, I'll drag and drop both the products into this particular handling units because we need to test deconsolidation, right? So for that, we need to have a one handling unit, which is having a mix of products, right? So that's why I did like this. Okay. Now I go back. Okay. Now what we do the unloading, right? So that our POSC should get triggered. Okay. So after I do the unloading, let's see what happens. Okay. So now if I copy this inbound delivery and I go to the monitor, okay, let's go to the monitor from here. Okay. Let's give the inbound delivery. Execute. And let's check the tasks which got created for it. Okay. So now you see a difference over here, right? So you see the first task 501, it got created. Okay. And what was that task? This task is to move a pallet from a door area to staging area. So it's a unloading warehouse task, right? With warehouse process type 3064. Okay. And it was a HU task and it got confirmed automatically. So till here, everything is same. I mean, what we have seen before also, right? So this task is clear. Okay. Now you see that system has generated two additional tasks over here, and both the task is in status B. Okay, so B means what? B is the waiting task. Okay, waiting task. Why system has done this? Because there is one open task over here. So what this task will do, this is a HU task, which will move my pallet from GR area to Decon area, right? And in Decon area, what we will have to do is we will have to perform a deconsolidation. Only when I perform a deconsolidation, then only this task will become active. Till that time, this task will remain inactive. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, for the deconsolidation. So what we need to do now is we need to confirm this warehouse task, right? 504. So what this HU task will do, this will move the handling unit from GR area to Decon work center. Okay, using a warehouse process type 3060. So you see this got determined from where? This got determined from our POSC config. If you remember, in the POSC config, we just gave the WPT and other things we asked system to determine on its own. So the determination has worked. So from where this bin is coming, this bin is coming, we assign the bin to the work center, right? So from there, this bin is coming, and this warehouse process type is coming from the config, and you see that the step is DECN. That is the step number 2. Okay, so this step we need to complete. So how we complete it? Let's confirm the warehouse task in background. Okay, so this task is confirmed, right? So if I refresh now, then what you will see that now there are no open warehouse tasks. You see, all the tasks. I mean, these two tasks are confirmed, and these two tasks are in waiting status. So as of now, I cannot do any confirmation of the task. So why? Because you need to now perform a deconsolidation. Only after that you will able to confirm this two tasks. So to perform a deconsolidation, what you need to do is you need to go to your deconsolidation transaction. Okay, so over here in the easy access menu, you need to go into SCM extended warehouse management. In there, you need to go to execution. In execution, you need to go to decons transaction, and this is the work center which you need to give, right? And you can also give a warehouse request so that system don't display everything. So warehouse request is nothing but this inbound delivery number which got generated. So we can give this warehouse request number over here in the selection screen so that only the handling units which are relevant for us will be displayed. Yeah. So you see, this is the handling unit, okay, which needs to be deconsolidated, right? We have these two products. So these two products are going to different bins, right? So that's why we need to deconsolidate it. So how we do the deconsolidation, right? So you see this tab, deconsolidate tab, I come here. Okay. Now what I need to do over here is I need to scan my source HU, or I need to type in my source HU. So source HU is which HU you need to deconsolidate. So you need to deconsolidate this HU, right? So you need to just type in there. So if I just copy it, okay. So let me just copy this handling unit. I press enter. Then what you need to do to perform a deconsolidation, you need to click on this button. So what this will do, this will open a pop-up with all the warehouse tasks, okay, which are in waiting status. So these are the two warehouse tasks which are in waiting status, right? So I click on this. Okay. So you see this pop-up. Okay. So what this pop-up is saying that you need to do a deconsolidation of which warehouse task. Okay. So let me tell to the system that I want to do it. I want to move a product from this particular warehouse task into a different handling unit, right? So I just select this 502 and I press enter. Okay, so then you will see that the information is populated. So this is my warehouse task. This is my quantity in the warehouse task. And what also I need to tell to the system now is, so I need to do a deconsolidation, meaning I need to move this particular product from this HU to some another HU, right? So I need to create that another HU. So how we create that another HU? We need to provide a packaging material over here. So this is a packaging material, right? So I enter the packaging material, right? So what I have done, I have entered the source HU, then I selected the open warehouse task, and then I entered the packaging material. Now what I'll do, I'll click on execute. Okay, so you can just say no to over here. So on the left hand side, you will notice that system has generated one handling unit. Okay, so you see that 41 handling unit is generated, and in this handling unit, what system has done, it has move the product. So this particular product 01, okay, this particular product was where previously it was there in the 40 HU, right? So it is now moved to a different handling unit. Okay, so now if I go back to the monitor and now let me refresh it. Okay, I refresh it and I click on the warehouse task, right? So now you see what has happened. I mean, what system has done, it has just created one internal task, okay, and it has confirmed it also, right? It has just created one internal task and confirmed it, which moved our product from one handling unit to another handling unit, right? So I think this is that particular task. Let me just scroll to the left, right. Yeah, so we just moved this product from handling unit 40 ending with 40 to 41. Okay, so that is what we did, right? Then over here, what we need to do now. Should we keep this particular product in the same HU, or you want to move this product also into another HU? So it is up to us how we want to do that, right? So maybe we can say that, okay, anyways, both the HUs are now into I mean both the products are now into a different HUs, so we can keep this in the same handling unit, right? So I'll not do a further deconsolidation, but if you want to do that, you can do it. Like if I do like this, and if I click on this warehouse task, okay, and then it should give me this 503. Okay, so if I click on this 503, then I again have to give a packaging material, and then after I do that, what system will do, you see the 40 is gone now. Okay, the original handling unit is completely gone. We have removed both the products from that particular handling unit, and we have moved both the products into this handling unit. Which one? 41 and 42. Okay, so what we need to do now, so we have performed the deconsolidation, right? We have moved both the product from one handling unit into two different handling unit. But how system will come to know whether we have completed our process, right? So for that, what we need to do is we need to click on this handling unit and we need to click on this button. right? So you see this is a complete process step for handling unit. Okay, so here if I click, right, for this particular handling unit, you will see that if I scroll down, you see that the decon step, the external step, okay, which was responsible for deconsolidation is completed for first handling unit, but for second handling unit it is still pending, right? If I now go back to the monitor, okay, and if I refresh it, so what would have happened? System would have created one task for the handling unit for which I have completed the step. So for 41 step, I mean the 41 HU, right, 41. What I did for this particular handling unit, we completed the step, right? So that's why system triggered the step 3. So what was our step 3? IBK2, right? So what was IBK2? IBK2 is to move a stock from your deconsolidation work center to a final destination storage bin. So this task is now created, right? So this is the final task for the handling unit 41. But for handling unit 42, you see it is still B. Okay, now let's see. I come back to the work center. Okay, so this is a 42, right? And it's not yet completed. Let me complete this. Okay, I click on this process step, complete step. Okay, then I go back to the monitor. Now, if I refresh this, then you will see that this particular status will become blank. And here, you will see that the task will become open to move a pallet from decon area to your final destination storage area, right? So let's refresh it. So and just check the task number 503. Okay, so if I refresh this, okay, so now you see the task number 503 also. The B is gone. Okay, so initially it was in waiting status. Why it was in waiting status? Because we have not we didn't told to the system that the step was completed. So the moment we told to the system that step is completed, right over here, you see that the waiting status is gone and the task is open now to move the pallet from your decon area to final destination area, right? So what you can do now is simple. Now it's a normal process. We just confirm the task in background. So both the pallets, that is 41 pallet and the 42 pallet, both will now go to our final destination storage type. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So you saw how it works, right? With the three step when we have a deconsolidation in between, right? So what system did? It generated the first handling unit warehouse task to move from your door area to GR area, and second handling unit warehouse task to move from GR area to decon area, and then it created two tasks, 502 and 503, right? And both the tasks were in pending status because we wanted to do a deconsolidation. And after we did this deconsolidation and we completed the process, then what system did, it just removed that waiting status. And then once the waiting status is removed, we can simply confirm the tasks in background. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I mean, I just wanted to show you this example. So I hope now you can relate whatever configuration we have done with this particular example and understand how it works. Yeah, so three-step process-oriented storage control we saw. The first step was unloading, second step was deconsolidation, and the final step was to move to the final put away area. Okay.